We are tired of the excitement when nothing is exciting about our lives. We are tired of the preach on and ride on when our lives are not actually riding and moving forward. For real? Two stories before I get into the business of today. So I listened to this testimony on NSPPD about a woman who was scammed by 3 fraudsters or Yahoo boys, I don't know. Yes, so apparently the 3 of them slept at night and had the same exact dream about someone warning them in the dream to return the money back. I mean, 3 of them had the same exact dream. So I can imagine them waking up in the morning and like, one was like, guy, I get bad dream. The other one say, me said to get bad dream. The last one I said, me too, I had bad dream. What was your dream? 3 of them interpreted the same exact thing. Scary. The 3 of them had the same exact dream, the same way it happened and all of that. That was how they were convinced. They packaged the money back to the woman, sent her a letter explaining their encounter. They even added extra money for her and sent it back to her. That is my first example. The second example is, I was on TikTok one day and I listened to a testimony of a Muslim woman. She was sharing her encounter, how she encountered Jesus. And then she said she has been sick for years. She has been very sick for years, and the doctor said there is no cure. The only thing they can do for her is to give her painkillers that she'll be taking every day. So she's been living on painkillers. One day she got tired and she said she can't continue like this, that she's going to drink the whole bottle containing the painkiller drugs. She's going to drink everything, and 2 things are going to happen. Is either this pain stops once and for all, or she's going to die. So that was her resolution. And she prepared, got the water, got everything, and then she remembered that somebody gave her a flyer about Jesus Christ. Remember, she's a conk Muslim. So she went to the flyer and she picked it up, and the flyer says, Jesus saves. She now said, well, I don't believe in you, Jesus. I know nothing about you, but if truly you save, please save me. That was all she said. And she took the whole bottle of the drugs, and she said before she slept or before she passed out, a light so bright shone into her room. She said the light was blinding, and that light came with a voice. I don't know what the voice said, but obviously she encountered Jesus, and it didn't just end there. He healed her, right? So in the morning, her mom and her dad came to carry her to the mosque, because they normally go to the mosque to tender prayers about her issues. So when they came to wake her up, are you not going to the mosque? You're not dressed yet. She said, Mom, Dad, I'm no longer going to the mosque. I encountered Jesus, and even the thing we are going to pray about, he has taken care of it. The mom and the dad now told her that, we just hope you're joking, but if you say what you're saying is true, by the time we go and come back, make sure you have packed your bag and left here. If not, we'll kill you. Like, you'll be killed. That was what she said. So she had to leave. Now, this is the point of all this story that I told you now. The Holy Spirit is the power. The Holy Spirit is the power behind the gospel. The Holy Spirit is the one who convicts. He's the brain behind every conviction. Everybody that you see that was convinced, the Holy Spirit was the one at work. But the issue with we Christians is that sometimes we try to help the Holy Spirit. We want to aid him. We want to assist him. And in trying to help the Holy Spirit, you see people who have reduced the gospel to mere presentation. They have reduced the gospel to English language and vocabularies. So they try to, to make a good speech. They try to make a good presentation. They try to excite the crowd. They try to impress the people, forgetting that the gospel does not impress, it impacts. This gospel does not excite, it exerts on the people. So any gospel that is void of the power of the Holy Spirit is actually flat. Look at what Paul said. Paul said, I did not come to you with enticing words of man's wisdom. I did not come to tell you what you want to hear. I did not come to impress you. I came in the demonstration of spirit and the power. Like I said, any gospel that is void of the demonstration of the Spirit of God, any gospel that does not permit the Holy Spirit to do his work, is flat. Is very flat. Your English language cannot save a prostitute. Your English language cannot save or deliver an addict. Your English language cannot convict an armed robber. It is the power behind the gospel. It is that is why I gave these 2 examples, to show you that it is the Holy Spirit who is the brain work behind every conviction. And this is how the Holy Spirit works. Whatever he tells you to do it like that and leave it. No matter how simple or elementary it is, do it like that and leave it. It is what he says to you that validates what you say to the person, not the other way around. He is the one that validates you, not you validating him. For example, if the Holy Spirit says, go and meet that brother and tell him, God bless you. You now tell yourself, God bless you, it's too simple. It's too get as it be. Let me modify it. Let me brush it up. You now gotta meet the brother and say, my brother, this God that sitteth in the heavens and the earth, the one that his leg is the footstool, this one that has loved you so dearly, this God, the God I am talking about is the God that said, let there be light, and there is light. He profoundly and consistently brought everything to this world. That God said, I should tell you that he, in blessings, he will bless you. In prosperity, you will prosper. Oh, your seeds will multiply. Oh, your this will do that. Oh, you will be this. Oh, you will be that. My brother, God bless you so profoundly and intelligently speaking. So God bless you. You now tell yourself you have arrived, you have done it, you have brushed, oh God, you have you have brushed it up for the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, he gave you such a basic God bless you. Now I have brushed it up. You know what the Holy Spirit is going to do? He will just leave you. You and that your English, just go and do it. Since you say it's your English, since you're trying to help me, since you're too proud to accept that I'm the brain work behind this. Oh yeah, go and do the work. Go and bless him. See what the Bible said. Paul planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So Paul watered in vain, Apollos planted in vain. Forgive me if I'm interchanging the names, but God gave the increase. So without the increase, everything you do is useless. Everything you do is null and void. Everything you do is dead on arrival if God does not put hand on that thing. I am not saying it's a bad thing for you to build on your vocabularies. No. Even the Holy Spirit will tell you to go and learn those things. They are essentials. The Holy Spirit will teach you how to improve on your skills. All I am saying is that if you ever reduce the gospel to your eloquence and your intelligence and your English language and your vocabularies, you are ignorant and you are far and you are wrong. See, you go to some churches and you're excited and you're jumping and you're yes sir, oh, preach on, ride on and all of that. And at the end of the day, you go back to your house and there's nothing to show for it. You find out that there is nothing to even apply to your life. And then you find out that everything you did there was just pretense and mirage. We are tired. We are tired of the excitement when nothing is exciting about our lives. We are tired of the preach on and ride on when our lives are not actually riding and moving forward. We are tired of the gospel without the show and the demonstration of the Spirit of God. We are tired of the gospel being flat of the presence and the Spirit of God. We are tired. There is only one way to work with the Holy Spirit. Very simple. Whatever he says you should do, do it. Whatever he says you should say it and leave it there. Don't try to process things in your brain. For goodness sake, he created you and put that brain. You won't go and use the brain calculator. You won't use the brain assessor. You won't use the brain for real. Whatever he says you should do, say it. I remember one day in the church, because I officiate as an usher, right? So this lady walks by and I was just impressed in my heart to call her a boss lady. And so I said, boss lady, you're welcome to church. And I smiled. And she came back. She said, am I really a boss? I said, yes, why not? You're a boss. She said, no, that she's an ordinary cleaner. And I said, well, your current job does not define who you really are. I said, in any case, I just called you what God calls you. God calls you even more than this. Me, I'm the one that even polished it like this. And then she was laughing and she said, please, can I see you after service? I said, why not? At the end of the day, when we spoke, God was able to reprogram her mindset. God was able to, make her see herself in a better light just by me yielding and calling someone boss lady. What happened to saying you're welcome to church? But I obeyed. That is the way the Holy Spirit works. You call it foolish, but the Bible said he uses the foolish things of this world to confound you that you think you are wise. It's the foolish things. It's the simple things. There is simplicity in the gospel. Whatever he says you should do, do it. As a way of recap, the Holy Spirit is the powerhouse. He's the entity. He's the mastermind behind the gospel, behind every conviction. He's the one behind it. So whatever he asks you to do as a means of cooperating with him, do it and leave it there. The moment you add to it, you've shown disobedience and pride, because all you're telling God is that you are not sufficient. I want to help you. I want to help you. You can't do it alone. You're not sufficient. You didn't get it right. Let me help you. We've come to the end of this video. Until my next video, be blessed. Stay good. Love ya.